They called him Jesus. He came to love, heal and forgive. He lived and died to buy my pardon. An empty grave is there to prove my Savior lives. Because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because I know who holds the future, and life is worth the living just because he lives.
Alright, we're on 33. And I tried to get Rick to do it. He ain't going to. Alright. We're going to do 33, 34. Alright, here we go. And the Lord said unto Moses, Depart, and go up hence, thou and the people, which thou hast brought up out of the land of Egypt, into the land which I swore unto Abraham, Isaac, and to Jacob, saying, Unto thy seed will I give it. And I will send an angel before thee, and I will drive out the Canaanites, the Amorites, and the Hittites, and the Perizzites, and the Hittites, and the Jebusites, and to the land flowing with milk and honey. For I will not go up in the midst of thee, for thou art stiff-necked people, lest I consume thee in the way. And when the people heard these evil tidings, they mourned, and no man did put on him his ornaments. For the Lord had said unto Moses, saying to the children of Israel, You are a stiff-necked people, and I will come up unto the midst of thee in the moment, and consume thee. Therefore now put off thy ornaments from thee, that I may know what to do unto thee. Well, I guess they still had jewelry and stuff to put on them, and all their, their costume stuff, and God didn't like it. All right, number 6. And the children of Israel stripped themselves of their ornaments by the Mount Oreb. And Moses took the tabernacle and pitched it without the camp, far off from the camp, and called it the tabernacle of the congregation. And it came to pass that every one which sought the Lord went out unto the tabernacle of the congregation, which was without the camp. And it came to pass, when Moses went out unto the tabernacle, that all the people rose up and stood every man at his tent door, and looked after Moses until he was gone into the tabernacle. And it came to pass, as Moses entered into the tabernacle, a cloudy pillar descended and stood at the door of the tabernacle, and the Lord talked with Moses. And all the people saw the cloudy pillar stood at the tabernacle door. And all the people arose and worshipped, every man in his tent door. And the Lord spoke unto Moses face to face, as a man speaketh unto his friend. And he turned again into the camp. But his servant Joshua, the son of Nun, a young man, departed not out of the tabernacle. Now, we've always been told that nobody has seen the face of God. But now this is saying that Moses saw God. Okay? So that's... what? Does the Bible contradict itself? No, I don't think it does. But it does ask the question, did Moses see him or did not? 12. And Moses said unto the Lord, Okay, I need to go up here to 11. And the Lord spoke unto Moses face to face as a man speaketh unto his friend. I already did read that. And he turned again into the camp. But his servant Joshua, the son of Nun, the young man, departed not out of the tabernacle. And Moses said unto the Lord, See, thou sayest unto me, Bring up this people, and thou hast not let me know whom thou wilt send with me. Yet thou hast said, I know thee by name, and thou hast also found grace in my sight. Now therefore I pray thee, if I have found grace in thy sight, show me now thy way, that I may know thee, that I may find grace in thy sight, and consider that this nation is thy people. And he said, My presence shall go with thee, and I will give thee the rest. And he said unto him, If thy presence go not with me, carry us not up hence. For wherewith shall it be known there that I and thy people have found grace in thy sight? Is it not in thou that goest with us? For so shall we be separated, I and thy people, from all the people that are upon the face of the earth. And the Lord said unto Moses, I will do this thing also that thou hast spoken, for thou hast found grace in my sight, and I know thee by name. And he said, I beseech thee, show me thy glory. And he said, I will make all my goodness pass before thee, and I will proclaim the name of the Lord before thee, and I will be glorious to whom I will be glorious, and show mercy on them that I show mercy. And he he said, Thou canst not see my face, for there shall no man see me and live. Okay? So then he must have seen him through the cloud. I can handle that. 21. And the Lord said, Behold, there is a place by me, and thou shalt stand upon a rock. And it shall come to pass, while my glory passes by, that I will put thee in a cliff of the rock, and I will cover thee with my hand while I pass by. And I will take away my hand, and thou shalt see my back part, but my face shall not be seen. Okay, so this makes me wonder, because all the people were watching Moses go. He entered into the tabernacle, but now he's up on the. Okay, this must be. Okay, I'm going to show you this, but it's going to be when you go up. All right, 34. And the Lord said unto Moses, Hew thee 2 tablets of stone like unto the first, and I will write upon those tablets the words that were in the first tablet, which thou breakest. And be ready in the morning, and come up in the morning unto Mount Sinai, and present thyself there to me in the top of the mount. So, yep, that's what it was. And no man shall come up with thee, neither let any man be seen throughout all the mount, neither let the flock nor the herd feed before the mount. And he hewed 2 tablets of stone like the first. And Moses rose up early in the morning, and went up into Mount Sinai, as the Lord commanded him, and took his hand the 2 tablets of stone. And the Lord descended into the cloud, and stood with him there, and proclaimed the name of the Lord. And the Lord passed by before him, and proclaimed the Lord God, merciful and gracious, long-suffering and abundant in goodness and truth, keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquities and transgress the sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children and upon the children's children, unto the 3rd and the 4th generation. And Moses made haste, and bowed his head towards the earth and worshiped. And he said, if now I have found grace in thy sight, O Lord, let my Lord, I pray thee, go among us for this stiff-necked people, and pardon our iniquity and our sin, and take us for thine inheritance. And he said, behold, I make a covenant before all my people, and I will marvel such as have not been done in all the earth, nor in any nation. And all the people among which thou art shall see the work of the Lord, for it is a terrible thing that I will do with thee. Observe thou that thou which I command thee this day. Behold, I drive out before thee the Amorites, the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Perizzites, and the Hittites, and the Jebusites. Take heed to thyself, lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, whither thou goest, lest it be for a snare into the midst of thee. But you shall destroy their altars, break down their images, and cut down their groves. For thou shalt worship no other God, for the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God. Lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitation of the land, and they go a-whoring after their gods, and do sacrifice unto their gods. And one call thee, and thou eat of the sacrifice, and thou take of their daughters unto thy sons, and their daughters, and go a-whoring after their gods, and make thy sons go a-whoring after their gods. And thou shalt make thee no molten god. The feast of unleavened bread thou shalt keep. 7 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, as I command thee in the time of the month Abib. For in the first month Abib thou comest out of Egypt. All that open the matrix, and every firstling among the cattle, whether ox or sheep, that is male. But the firstling of an ass thou shalt redeem with a lamb. And if thou redeem him not, then shalt thou break his neck. All the firstborn of thy son shalt thou redeem, and none shall appear before me empty. 6 days thou shalt work, but on the 7th day thou shalt rest. In early time in the harvest thou shalt rest, and thou shalt observe the feast of weeks, of the first fruits of the wheat harvest, and of the first increasing of the year's end. Thrice in a year shalt thou all thy men's children appear before the Lord God and the God of Israel. For I will cast out the nation before thee, and enlarge thy borders. Neither shall any man desire thy land, when thou shalt go up to appear before the Lord thy God thrice in the year. Thou shalt not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leaven, neither shall the sacrifice of the feast of the Passover be left until the morning. The first of the firstfruits of thy land thou shalt bring into the house of the Lord thy God, and thou shalt not seethe a kid in his mother's milk. And the Lord said unto Moses, Write thou these words, for after the tenor of the words I have made a covenant with thee and with Israel. And he was there with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights, and he neither eat bread nor drink water. And he wrote upon the tablets the words of the covenant and the 10 commandments. And it came to pass, when Moses came down from the Mount Sinai with the 2 tablets of testimony in Moses' hand, when he came down from the mount, that Moses would not that the skin of his face shone while he talked with them. And when Aaron and all the children of Israel saw Moses, behold, the skin of his face shine, and they were afraid to come nigh him. And Moses called unto them, and Aaron and all the rulers of the congregation returned unto him, and Moses talked with them. And afterwards all the children of Israel came nigh, and gave them in the commandments all that the Lord had spoken with him in Mount Sinai. Until Moses had done speaking with them, he put a veil on his face. But when Moses went in before the Lord to speak with him, he took the veil off until he came out. And he came out and spoke with the children of Israel that which he was commanded. And the children of Israel saw the face of Moses, that the skin of Moses' face shined. And Moses put the veil on his face again until he went to speak with him again. All right, now we're on 35, and we will work on 35 tomorrow. This is how to donate to my PayPal. You come down here to Poor Man's Sewing, and you mash on Poor Man's Sewing. Then you go over here to About. You mash on About. And right here is to donate to Poor Man's Sewing.